So on the evening of the 5th, I finished my Ranunculus number 3. Then I let it sit in the bath for a little while, have a nice soak. And then I laid it out on the floor in a towel and did my professional blocking method of standing on it and squeezing out all the water. And then I let it lay out on the floor of the bathroom and make the whole apartment smell like a sheep. On the 6th, I wasn't feeling that peachy, so we went to the shop, got some nice veggies, and that's about all that I did. I did make some delicious tea though, by Bird and Blend. I wish this was sponsored, but it's not. This is the carrot cake flavour that I bought back in Easter. Yeah, unfortunately it's almost gone. Yes, it would help if I took the lid off of my Oatly. Oh hum, it's delicious. I managed in the end. And I had some honey jars left with some honey on the side, so I just filled it up with some of my tea. So I didn't need to add honey, I just took the honey off the sides. It's a bit of a waffle. And I'm obsessed with medicinal mushrooms, so you will find them basically in everything I drink. I love them. I'm actually waiting for an order coming from Australia. I really hope it doesn't get stuck in customs. Yay. So my milk is done, nice and frothy, but my camera skills are not quite so good. Then we went out for a walk, so naturally I put on all my wools. I've got my humblebee, my Maya, and my jumper my mum made me, which one day I'll talk about. And then I decided to give you guys a little glimpse of my worms. For some reason my worm mothering skills are not so good. And I can't really seem to find that many of them. And for some reason the mat has also gone mouldy. Most of the soil is quite dry. So yeah, I need to work on my worm mothering skills. And this morning on the 8th, I made some bread. I made sourdough bread. I started it last night. For some reason this recipe came out like pretty dense. Not entirely sure what I did wrong there. I've made bread for 4 years and I'm still burning every single loaf. Ho hum. But today was also a baking day overall because I made some mince pies. Now I won't get any awards for my presentation. I have never been good at making things look beautiful, but they taste so good. So I'm bringing you along on my sped up journey from apple to munching. So I started off with an apple. Then I measured out some dates. I think these are medjool dates, so they're nice and gooey. And then I measured out some raisins and currants. And it's kind of funny because I have my scales out to measure, but I'm not actually measuring them whatsoever. I just put in what looked right. Yeah, see what I mean? I'm not very precise on anything. And after that, I add in some mixed spice, which is my last teaspoon and a half or so of mixed spice. when I go back to the UK, I need to get my knits on some more. And I added some cinnamon. And I did buy some Lebkuchen spices, which I might use instead next time, but I'm not sure how they'll taste. Yeah, then I added some orange zest and some orange juice and added that to the fruits. And then I added it into the saucepan and added some water. Then I let it cook for roughly half an hour, just double checking every now and again to make sure it's not burning. So yeah, that was the mince meat for my mince pies. Although it says the word meat, there is no meat. It's just fruit. And at the very end I added some crushed walnuts. And for the pastry, I made sourdough pastry. So I started that also last night. I'll try and link down below the recipe. Again, I follow the recipe in my own way, aka not very well. The dough comes out really sticky, so it's pretty difficult to roll out and cut. As you will see, I get in a bit of a mess, but the end result was that they were delicious, and that's the main thing. Here I struggled a lot with getting the dough off of the table, but it did eventually come off. And apologies for wearing my pajamas this entire time, but as I said, wasn't feeling so peachy for the last few days actually, so pajamas and Christmas jumper all the way. And here I'm filling in the pastry with the mincemeat. Then I'll add some more pastry topping and I'll pop it in the oven for about 20-25 minutes on 180 degrees Celsius. And then I really struggled to get them out of the form. I don't know why. It may be because I was on camera, but it was really hard to get them out. And then I dusted them with a little icing sugar for the final touch. And I believe the rest of the clip will be me just munching away on a very tasty mince pie. And that's basically all I have done the last few days. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in another couple of days. Bye!